What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to begin my predictions for game week 10 in the Premier League. So we start off with the London derby, Crystal Palace against Tottenham, north v south. I don't know why Tottenham are playing on a Friday when they just played on a Monday, scheduling a bit weird there, but hey, it's 4 days, it should still be enough. Given the way both sides played last week, I'm going with a 2-0 Tottenham win. I don't think they'll be quite as convincing as Newcastle against Palace because Newcastle are like proper just... So I love their way they play, man. They play my ideal style of football. Like just proper gegenpressing, you know, just relentless. Tottenham are a bit more patient than that, but they've got James Maddison. He's been the best signing of the season. Like, he's been so good. And they've also got Heung-min Son, who's in really good form. I think them two will be able to carve away through this Crystal Palace defence, which was very, very bad against Newcastle. Although it has been good overall this season, I would still expect a decent Tottenham victory. Chelsea against Brentford, another London derby, this time a West London derby. I think Chelsea are going to win 3-1. Despite Brentford's good win last week, where they were very dominant, Chelsea have been very good this season, despite what the league table will tell you. They've been dominant, and the last few weeks they were starting to turn that into results. Cole Palmer has been really good, Mudrik's looked a lot better, Gallagher this whole season's been phenomenal. And in my opinion, they've just got too much quality for Brentford. I don't think it'll be a tough game for them. Potentially the defenders will have to be a bit careful. Caicedo's going to have another good game because Brentford do have a bit of a threat up there with Mbeumo and Vissa, especially the way they played last game. Even Maupay, he looked quite good. Arsenal against Sheffield United. This could be a really tight game, I can't lie. We saw the way Tottenham played against Sheffield United. It was very, very close. I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. And I do still think it'll be fairly convincing. I'm going 3-1. I can see it being 2-1. I can see it being 2-2. Like, I originally had 4-1 written down, and now that I think about it, that's just insane based on how good Sheffield United have looked this season. Again, I'm not saying good as in they deserve to be top of the league, first in the table, but they've definitely been better than their results suggest. Arsenal haven't looked as good as they were last season either. They haven't been really playing free-flowing football yet. I think they've been actually quite poor in a lot of games. But still, they've got so much quality in that squad. Bukayo Saka should be back to full fitness now, and he's one of the best players in the league once he gets going, so I still think they should be able to win. Bournemouth against Burnley, these are two teams that in the last video I said are probably going to get relegated. At the start of the season I said Bournemouth are going to finish 11th because I thought they'd done some really good business. I think if they'd kept Gary O'Neill, they would be 11th. They're winless so far this season. They're not going to get a better chance to break that. Like, honestly, I said that against Wolves, and I think Wolves are worse than Burnley in terms of squad. I think Bournemouth are going to win this 2-1. Burnley have looked better away from home than they have at home, so I can see it being a 2-2. I can see Burnley winning 2-1. Whoever loses is in definite real trouble. If it's a draw, again, they're both in real trouble. I think Bournemouth have to get a win, man. They can't go, like, after 7 games, I said, alright, you know what, they'll turn it around. They played 7 really tough games. Then Everton away, they played like absolute trash. Wolves last week, they were not good either, and they were at home against Wolves. That should have been a comprehensive win, and they lost. I know I'm still backing them, but I am going to back them, so come on you cherries. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Newcastle, I'm going with a 4-1 Newcastle win. I think they'll absolutely run through Wolves. They lost against Dortmund yesterday as I'm recording this, and then game, I don't think they deserved to lose. I think they were the better side, and they should have won. But they did give away a couple of chances, and in the form Hwang Hee-chan's in and Neto as well, you can't really afford that. But the form that Gordon's in, Wilson has been really good lately as well. Murphy has been insane. Longstaff's been really good. Tonali is banned now for 10 months, and he's going to be a really big miss for him. And also Isak is out injured. I do still think Newcastle have more than enough firepower to absolutely breeze past Wolves. West Ham United against Everton, I'm going with a 2-0 Everton loss. Oh my god, I almost said a win. I think West Ham are going to win 2-0. So that in a weird way. At home, West Ham have looked really good this season, especially against the teams you'd expect them to beat, or you know, the teams that you expect to be in the lower half of the table. They've won pretty much every game, and they look competitive against the teams that are meant to finish higher up. Everton, like a couple other teams that I mentioned before, have played better than the results suggest, and this is a game they could win, but I think West Ham have more firepower. Bowen's looked insane this season, been in really good form. First Paqueta, Ward-Prowse, even Souček's looked really good lately. Aston Villa Luton, I'm going 4-1 Aston Villa. Once again, I think they'll just absolutely blow away another team at home because they might be the best team at home in the league, you know. They're so good at Villa Park. Like, no one can go there and win. I think the last time they dropped points at home in the league was against Arsenal back in February. That was 8 months ago. And yes, there was obviously a break for the end of the season, but Still, that's insane. They played some really tough games there as well. And although Luton have looked good away from home this season, much better than I thought they would, I don't think they're going to go to Villa Park and get anything. Although Villa could be suffering a bit of a European hangover because they played today as I'm recording this. And they did get a win, a comprehensive win. And they did also play a lot of starting players, so you never know. But it's Unai Emery. Unai Emery knows what he's doing. I back that guy. Brighton and Hove Albion against Fulham. Brighton have had a bit of a blip as of late, but they have played some tough games, so you can understand the blip. Fulham have just lost to Tottenham, a game that they didn't play amazing in, but they had their chances. I don't think that they're going to win here. I'm going with a 3-1 Brighton win. Last season, Brighton absolutely dominated Fulham here, but Fulham got the win for a last-minute smash and grab through Manor Solomon. Like, there was the only shot on target. Brighton were dominant the whole game. And I think the story will be similar here, but I do think that Brighton will win. I'm expecting a goal from Ferguson, March, probably get a goal as well. I'm backing Fulham to get a goal though, just because Brighton don't keep clean sheets. And again, they might also be suffering from a European hangover. They got their first ever win in European competition today, so congratulations to you, Brighton. Hopefully you can beat Fulham as well, as I'm a QPR fan. And also, I think Brighton have to win this just because their Premier League campaign threatens to start getting derailed if they don't win this. Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. Last year this was a 3-2 Liverpool win, and I'm once again predicting a 3-2 Liverpool win. I don't think the defence is good enough, said that multiple times, but I also don't think Forest have a great defence. I think Liverpool's attack is definitely better. They got Mohamed Salah up there, so, you know, he was really poor last week though. But I do expect this to be a fairly end-to-end game. I think there'll be a spell where Liverpool will be a bit dominant, but I think Forest will have spells themselves where they're very good. It could be a 2-0 again, but it's a bit boring, innit? I genuinely do think Forest have enough threat to go and challenge that Liverpool defence that won't have Robertson in. Simicast was really poor last week, so you never know, innit? Forest definitely have the attack, although they don't have a One who's a former Liverpool player. It'd be nice to see him play, he probably would have got a goal. And Brennan Johnson, who scored last year, isn't here either. Langer's looked very good this season. Hudson-Odoi scored a screamer, so they've got options. And Chris Wood scored 2 goals last week. You know, he went back against him getting a goal. And the final game on the game week, the Manchester Derby, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to the Citizens. Manchester have not looked good at all this season. I can see this being 4-1, and I'm really torn because I originally predicted 4-1, but now that seems a bit too excessive, so I've gone 3-1. But now I'm not sure. This could be 2-0 after 10 minutes, and it just, I don't know. It's one of them ones. I think Docker will do really well in this game. I'm expecting a Haaland goal. Manchester United, like I said, have just looked dreadful this season. Even in the games they win, they're very, very lucky to win a lot of them. And they're all by 1 goal in a game where they don't deserve it. Manchester City are Manchester City, you know. They won a treble last season. With Rodri, they're unstoppable. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you soon for another video.